Let's just go ahead and take this out on camera. Let's take it outside and take it for a spin. We're hacking an RC car. I have been procrastinating hard, especially in Among Us. That game has consumed so much of my time. Like, look at the hours that I have in my Steam.
Oh my god.
I saw an image of Among Us characters that were like drinking cups. I had to model one. I wanted to create one. Now it's being printed off right now. We have an RC car. I'm gonna hack it. I don't like the traditional controls where we typically have like the typical analog sticks. So the idea here is that if we can take this controller here and see if we can modify it for that specific need, just for controlling this car using our hand. So let's take it apart. My initial idea is if we want to control this with our hands, then what I'm kind of thinking is maybe using an accelerometer to start off with, and we can see if we can get this dang thing to open. So this is the controller, obviously. It looks like you have two sticks here. Wait, hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait, what? Yo, these are like disguised as analog buttons, but they're digital? Excuse me? How? What? You have been lied to. This is purely digital. Why is there a random cable? Oh, that's the antenna. Dude, they even have a random wire here just as an antenna. This is gonna be so easy to hack. Yeah, okay. The idea is that we have this accelerometer here, slap it somewhere there, and then we can start tilting, we can start tilting the, you know, the accelerometer like backwards, sideways, and you know, it should be able to detect that, you know, it should just do it. It just based straight up on magic, you know, there's no electronics explanation here. PCB, accelerometer, microcontroller. That's how we're gonna do it. Well, let's get to coding. I'm not going to talk about too much on the programming side of things, but just simply know that on the left side of the screen here you can see that this is microcontroller code that just simply talks to the accelerometer here. So what it currently does is that it's currently obtaining the values for both the X, Y, and Z axis. So that way it'll be able to print those values to the serial port. The other application here, which is Visual Basic, it's a self-created program that I created myself that is going to help me visualize what the values are for each current position that the accelerometer is in. Essentially, it's going to help me determine what the values are if I have my hand this way, if I have my hand this way, and so on and so forth. Until I can figure out what the current values are for each position, I will see you in the finished product. Very nice. So this is what the whole controller looks like from the setup. I know I did say that I was going to create a hand version of it, but I just grew lazy and just decided to slap everything on the same controller. So completely ignoring the fact that it definitely does not look like a C-bomb, I went ahead and decided to test it out. And while it does work with the up, down, left, and right, there is one issue that I saw. For some odd, stupid reason, it was just not able to go forwards and right at the same time and vice versa. So quickly fixing that. Alright, so the car has been fixed and now works better as expected. What I had before were values in which the sensor was not able to reach for both the axis values. Let me explain. So we got ourselves a circle graph that represents the accelerometer, and the green circle that you see here is the maximum limits that can be achieved by tilting it in that direction. Let's say, for example, if I was to tilt the accelerometer forwards like this, then it will be producing positive values in the y-axis. Same thing can be said with B, but it'll be negative. Rinse and repeat for both the x-axis here for both left and right, and now you know exactly how the accelerometer works. Before, what I had in my code is that it would only look for these specific sections in which would trigger such events that it will go forwards, backwards, left, and right. So kind of something like this. The issue that I was facing here is that the program was looking for non-existing values that would trigger both the left and back, for example. So it would look for areas here that would produce values that are outside of the accelerometer limit. So if anything, what should have been done is that I should have been looking for areas that would overlap between such areas that would trigger both events at the same time. So essentially looking for values here in these sections and have those programmed into the microcontroller, and we'll be able to trigger those events at the same time. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Enough with the nerdy, boring tech stuff. Let's get on with the video. Are you tired of controlling your car using analog sticks? Don't you wish you had a more engaging experience with your toy car? Then look no further, because boy do I have the perfect solution for you. Introducing the C4 controllerometer. It looks exactly like a C4 bomb, and no, the car does not explode. I wish it did, and that would make me a terrorist. The future of RC cars is now here. Instead of controlling them with analog sticks, now we have motion control. Dude, check this out. You definitely see it moving forward the way it's supposed to work as it's intended. It definitely gets the job done. It's definitely a lot user experience immersive. Don't drop my Among Us. I need you to stay. Okay, good. I'm gonna put. You seen it here, folks? Here, live on camera. So let's just go ahead and take this out on camera. Let's take it outside and take it for a spin. So this is just a footage of me just going around my neighborhood, just controlling the RC car with the controller that I built. Clearly here you can see that just by tilting the controllers in the respective motions, that the car is going to be moving in that direction. Although it may seem like that there is some real-time issues that's going on between the controller and the RC car, and that is just simply because I haven't tilted it enough where it will trigger both of those events at the same time. However, does it work the majority of the time? Yes, it does, and as of right now, that's all I really care about. The future of RC cars is definitely here. Instead of using digital sticks, now we use full motion control to control your car. So no more of that boring nonsense. Now you can just simply use it as if it was a steering wheel, and it definitely get a lot more user experience that way. Definitely a amazing, beautiful, immersive experience. So that about concludes the motion controlled RC car. It may not be the most interesting thing to see from the viewer perspective, but it was still cool to control it by simply tilting the controller. It would be nice to see more innovation in this field like the one in this video, even though I am not one for playing with RC cars. I do have another dumb yet funny idea for another hack like this one, and I'm still down for any robot suggestions that you guys may have, if there are any out there. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye. It's crying out in terror.